Usually in life, you have two different choices, two different paths. And today, we're taking them both at the same time. I'm going to be testing out two different versions of Logbait to see which one is best. One with Miner and one with Hog Rider. The premise of the deck is to bait out my opponent's arrows with a Princess, Dark Goblin, and guards, and then surprise them with a minion horde to take their tower. I feel like I never play against arrows, and if my opponent doesn't have arrows in cycle or in their deck, the minion horde is definitely one of the best cards in the game. And if I don't win with my surprise minion horde, I always have princesses at the river, dark goblins to sneak through, goblin barrels on the tower, Miner plus guards, or Hog Rider to hammer through. So no matter what, I feel like there are so many angles and opportunities for this deck type to get damage. I can't wait to test out both decks, figure out which one is the best, and rank them both at the end of the video. So let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using credit code SirTag and supporting the channel. Thanks to Opera for sponsoring today's video. Opera GX Mobile is way more than a desktop companion. It's got everything you could need to make it your main mobile browser, including faster navigation, endless customization, private mode, and so many more features to make sure that your browsing experience is a lot easier. And another awesome feature is the GX Corner. It keeps me up to date with the best free games. They search around so I don't have to. Whenever I'm bored, I just hop in there and I always find a good game. And there is so much more to see. The best deals in gaming, breaking gaming news, all easily accessible in one place. Opera GX is a built-in ad blocker and additional security features to make browsing the internet so much easier. And they've got a dark and light mode too. With faster browsing, endless customization, and built-in security, Opera GX is so much more than a desktop companion. You'll never miss a link if you combine your PC and mobile with MyFlow. Sharing sites from PC to mobile and vice versa is way easier with MyFlow than any other sharing app. Take your Opera experience to the next level and use it on mobile and PC. Opera GX Mobile is by far the best browser for anyone involved in gaming. So download today using the link in the description of the video. Here we go. We got a game against Kev. What's up, dude? So first things first, we want to cycle as many princesses as possible, but she's not in my starting hand. Where are you, princess? Thought I was giving you some sweet lullabies. I was giving you some sweet songs, and you don't appreciate me enough. So whenever we see a dark prince and it's coming at me, I might have to unveil my minion horde early. This is very, very risky, but we have to be frisky. Are you kidding me? You're going to spend that amount of elixir and right into the minion horde too. The giant isn't even going to lock on my tower. That's ridiculous. Minion horde, you're fundamentally unfair. And I can get a miner down here too. He's going to have to respond with something. If you go for a spell, that's awesome. Please. No, he drops a mega minion, but he didn't drop it in time. Oh, look at that. That's so much damage. I was really shocked by the fact that he dropped the unit. I thought for sure he was going to whip out the log plus sap with a giant, because I've seen so many triple spell giant decks in my time. This guy is not one of them, though. He's going to mega minion. So the fact that mega minion didn't shut down the dark goblin because he's one of the sneakiest cards in the game, and we can get some damage with the goblin barrel because he's going in for a dark prince again. I mean, this is good stuff. I don't love doing this. Going in for guards here, it makes me a bit uncomfy because there's a chance that he's got a regular prince. If he's got a regular prince, I need to be able to body block that too. The fact that he's also got miner on the field is really concerning right now. So I'm going to go for the miner. Make sure that we can keep that dark prince in the point. Okay. We were able to push it and keep it inside the bomb. That's good stuff. Still not the best strategy right now, but I'm going to go in for a miner plus goblin barrel. Just not the way that you guys would traditionally think of it, right? The miner's tanking, but the miner traveled the long journey. The odyssey, if you will. Maybe I can get a... Yeah, I can get guards down in time. I believe that we can do it. Also, why did the dark goblin leave me like that? What's wrong with me? Why did you not appreciate me, dark goblin? Oh no, this is a tragedy waiting to unfold. Like, I'm in such a bad spot. We're currently at 200 HP and he's got 2,000. But how did I find myself in this situation? Where did I go wrong? You know what? I don't want you guys to answer that question. We're going to go all in and we're going to pray that this works. I need to go all in. I need to make sure that he doesn't have arrows or something. If you zap, that's not able to kill the minion horde. You're going to Electro Wizard on this? You're going to Fireball? What are you doing? Oh my gosh, we got the moves! Are you joking? Minion horde is just so fun. I love the fact that I can do that amount of damage in a simple second. That's hilarious. The comeback potential is here, guys, and there's not much to fear. Unless you're your opponent, maybe. They go in for a minion horde, try to bait out the fireball, goblin barrel immediately, and then I think the goblin barrel will do enough damage, especially if he tries to go in for more spam. Yo, he's zapping. Princess locks onto the tower, then we can go in for a miner here, and then we can snowball afterward. He's using it as Electro Wizard, so he can't reset it. He has to go in for a zap and something else. Yo, we got the tower unlocked. Even if he goes in for a zap, it's going to be enough. Yes, sir. I cannot believe we climbed out of that treacherous position. And you go in for guards here and maybe even go in for something else afterward. No, I think we're okay. Unless the dark... Oh, my gosh. The fact that I have to go in for a princess to body block a dark prince just doesn't feel right, guys. The princess is such a fragile...
Hey, man, that's not cool.
Fragile, powerful card, and we just sent her to the slaughterhouse. All right, Goblin Barrel coming through, going to give us value. I need to go in for a minion horde for sure if I'm going to be able to shut that down. I'm going to drop it as quickly as I can. And I'm going to go for a bomb tower here. Ooh, why did I not drop guards? I think that the prince... Yeah, I said that I thought the prince was going to connect to the dark goblin, and it didn't, so that's horrible. Can we salvage this situation? If I miner and I go for a goblin barrel, and then the guards lock onto the tower, there's still a vibe. There's still a strat. There's still a timing. Let's go, guys. The guards are on the tower. We have all the power. No way. No freaking way do we have this game on lock. I think if I go for a bomb tower here, and then I get a dark goblin to snipe, that might be enough because he's not going to be able to fireball in time. Yes, sir! That's what I'm talking about. The most scuffed victories like that are always the best. I don't care that I played terribly there. This deck with the Minion Horde was able to bail me out. If your opponent doesn't have arrows, I think that Minion Horde can definitely be one of the best cards in the game. Here we go. Let's test it out, baby. So first things first, we're gonna go for the Princess in the back and deceive our opponent.
This'll be my best con game yet.
He thinks he's seen this a million times before. When we go for the Goblin Barrel and the Princess, he's like, oh, standard log bait. Maybe he's gonna have guards and electro spirit. And then we'll be like, yeah, dude, we've got the guards, we've got the moves. Oh, no. Yes, we take those. I'm gonna Minion Horde here, and we're just gonna unveil our insanity. The Minion Horde... Are you kidding me? Not like this, Clash Royale. We put the Minion Horde in our deck because the arrows usage rate was so dang low. But here we are, playing against the one thing we didn't want to see. Okay, I need a miter on defensive sequence, which, I mean, with this type of deck, you look at your hand, and sometimes if your opponent's got a wizard, or they've got some splash damage, or maybe they're going to pre-log with the cannon cart, you definitely need to do that. Also, why did he eat an entire Dark Goblin, right? Like, we've only got cards that are pretty flimsy, and a lot of them will die easily to splash damage, so that's why you would have to drop the miner on defense like what we did. But in this situation, the dude is down. Like, he's actually losing. Princess and Dark Goblin will be able to pop off, even if we play against an Arrows deck with Furnace.
Hello, how are you?
Barbarians, I'm not that scared, which I've never said before in my entire life playing a log bait deck with Minion Horde into this type of variation. Oh, the Princess is alive, baby, and she's ready to thrive. Also, this miner was absolutely terrible. Not as bad as his flying machine, though. You know what? I don't know how the flying machine didn't kill the princess. Maybe she's just like, oh, you got to flatter me first. You got to take me out on a couple dates, and then you can kill me. But yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work here. She wasn't ever able to meet the flying machine, maybe in another lifetime. So, I mean, I don't think he has an answer to this besides arrowing. And when his arrows are out of cycle, we can go for another Goblin Barrel as quickly as we can. If I can beat a Furnace deck with 8 arrows, we can go for another Goblin Barrel as quickly as we can. Yo, Clash Royale, this is actually unfair. This is straight up like the hardest possible counter you could throw at me right now. Like, literally out of everything I've ever seen in my life, this would be it that I would not want to match. Like, what is this right now? Okay, at least the Furnace is going to the other side. I mean, I guess I can go for a Bomb Tower here, so then the Fire Spirits will lock onto that. And then I can go for a Minion Horde and a Goblin Barrel and pray that he doesn't get back to the arrows. I mean, he's going to arrow that. Cool. Awesome. Is the Bomb Tower going to Kobe that too? Come on, Kobe. Come on, Kobe. Not Kobeing enough. Not good enough out here. Yes, I can Dark Goblin because the guards should be able to tank a little bit. The Dark Goblin did not do enough, though. The Dark Goblin did not do enough, dudes. Why am I losing? What did I do to deserve this? All right, I'm going to go in for guards. He's going to arrow me, of course. Cool, cool. Great player. Talented individual. All right, I need to get a Dark Goblin down here. I don't even know if it's able to finish off the Fire Spirit. Dude, I'm going to lose this game. How did we match against this?
A few moments later.
He's going to try to, like, do... Yeah, lightning too. Yeah, that didn't feel very good, so I gotta admit, I cannot believe we just played against that deck. Arrows Log with Furnace against a log bait deck. I've just never witnessed anything like that in my life. So after losing that game, we got to try something different. We're subbing out the miner, we're retiring him, and we're going to put in the Hog Rider. So I got to be honest with you guys. If I was running Hog Rider in the last match against the double spawner player, I would have found my way through and I probably would have won the game. Because if you're running Hog Rider, you're able to snipe buildings with the Dark Goblin or go in for the Princess and get a lot of those on the map. But right now, this guy's going to go Elixir Golem in the back and not care about anything. Yo, whenever we lose a game, we play against people even less skillful in the next one. They just spam everything they have and try to all-in you right out of the jump. I feel like Clash Royale tries to speedrun tilt you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the baby dragon lock, and I'm going to try to kill the electric dragon as quickly as I can with the minion horde, and then I can go for guards afterward. If you guys do this type of play, and you keep your minion horde alive, the counter push that you're going to get is absolutely unreal. Like, look at that. I've got a princess on the right-hand side. I've got guards and I've got minion horde. You just have to understand, if you try to defend everything, you won't be able to defend anything. That's the one thing against Elixir Golem that most people just don't get, and then they lose the game. Right? So if you let a baby dragon lock onto your tower, yeah, it's going to do 2,000 damage, but if you don't let the baby dragon lock onto your tower, it's going to kill your minion horde, and then it's going to take your entire tower. So I'm able to stack up a ton of princesses here and dark goblins if I want to. I'm going to sacrifice the dark goblin because I think it's a bit better here to do that. And then I can get back to guards. The reason why I'm playing like this right now is because I know that I can afford to oh, wait, what? How is that? I thought I pushed it. I thought the guards were thick, but I guess the guards are so slim and skinny that they don't have any meat on their bones and they can't push the healer. Maybe the healer's just not attracted to them. I don't know, guys. What's up with that? She just wanted to get taken out for a date, and then she's like, nah, I'm going to ghost you. No, not about that life. There's a chance that he just spams more stuff into this. So I'm going to cycle a princess here. I might lose my tower. There's a chance that that happens as well. But I'm going to try to get a snowball down here so we can preserve the bomb tower a little bit longer. And notice where I pushed it too. So the death bomb of the bomb tower will explode on all the elixir blobs. So this isn't that tough of a game. I definitely win this one. And I have to attribute it to the fact that the Hog Rider originally put on a lot of pressure to my opponent. If I went in for a miner, right, I feel like it just gets ignored and my opponent's like, yeah, I'm not going to drop all my stuff that early on. He dropped his battle healer in a pretty bad position early, so then it was able to get separated from the battle healer and everything else. And then because he dropped all of his cards early on, I was able to devise a plan of going in for a minion horde and then just eating some of the damage, opposed to, like, you know, him being patient and then actually screw that. I don't know about that. Maybe I'm just over exaggerating the fact that Elixir Golem players are patient. I don't think they're patient. They probably just drop all their stuff at the start. So if you see them drop all their stuff at the start and you know that they don't have arrows, you can wait, drop your minion horde, get amazing value, counter push with your Hog Rider, and definitely win the game. There's nothing more satisfying than destroying an Elixir Golem player after you lose to double spawners. All right, guys. We got a game against the mob. Dude, we're going to show you what mobs are made of. Spoiler alert, they're made of minions. So I'm going to go for Princess here. Hog Rider completely bypasses and swerves him like class is over. Like, this is one of those things that I just don't understand, Clash Royale. The dude has arrows again. Like, what? I swear it's not that common of a spell, but every single game I played today has been arrows. I even played a game that I'm not putting in the video before this. The guy had arrows right after that. So, I mean, I would say, like, upwards of 50% of my games today have been arrows players. Is the Dark Goblin going to stay alive? No! You had one shove.
You're fired.
So I think this is one of those situations that, you know, we're keeping up the win streak, beating multiple arrows players in a row, despite losing to that one dude that somehow was able to have arrows and furnace in the same deck.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
Also, that prince is definitely... Oh, no, it didn't connect. I thought for sure that would connect to my tower. If you have princess, why would you need arrows? Don't you have splash damage in the long range anyway? You've got arrows from the princess, but you're saying they're inadequate and you need arrows as a card. Yo, Zector got zooked. He got destroyed. He got nuked. He got destroyed in a situation which I've never thought would be possible. So I'm glad that the mob of the minion horde were able to thrive and finally beat arrows. he's still spamming me like a savage. You love to see it, guys. I'm going to go for a goblin barrel and a snowball on defense. He's going to go for arrows, but it doesn't matter. The guards will defend the virginity and protect our shrine. GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. It's so satisfying destroying all of these arrows players. So guys, I'm feeling a little bit lucky. I feel like I can potentially get 3 arrows players in a row when I'm running minion horde. I don't know about you, but let's see if we can get that bag. So first things first, Hog Rider giving us that value feels phenomenal. I can go for a snowball on most of the bats here. And the Dark Prince should die, hopefully. Oh, no. I don't like this. I don't know if the princess is able to fire fast enough. Come on, princess! Yes! The fact that I dropped her on the other side was awesome, too. He barely was able to kite the Dark Prince and walk away at the last second. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. She deserves better than that. She gave us so much value on defense, and then we have to sacrifice her to guards. She had to get destroyed by skeletons. Those spears look like they would hurt. So he's going to have Tesla, guards, fast cycle. I wonder exactly what his deck will be. If I can bait out the goblin barrel counters right now with the dark goblin, that would be awesome, but I just want to test the waters and see what else we can get, because if he doesn't have a spell at all, we will go in for the goblin barrel every chance we can. All right, guards here are going to be good. Ooh, I don't like this. I have to go for a bomb tower to go and pull the Dark Prince. And you're not going to be looking for a princess at the river or anything, because the Dark Prince is going to die. And same thing with the bomb tower, is going to stay alive a little bit longer. So you can't go for the princess. You can't do any shenanigans to get onto my tower. What you going to do? So in this type of situation, I always hesitate between going for princesses at the river or princesses in the back. When you know that your opponent is going to have arrows, you want a princess at the river, because if you cycle in the back, it's never going to give you any value. And if you drop it at the river, you're going to get some damage in the process before they arrow it. But I mean, this guy is just, I don't know. It's a weird deck that I've never seen before. It's a Fireball Dark Prince deck, and he hasn't really showcased the win condition yet. So I'm going to go for a Dark Goblin here and follow up with a Goblin Barrel, and let's see. I mean, last time he went for bats, so we can prediction Snowball on the bats. Oh, look at that play. Are you kidding me? Gary the Goblin is stabbing you silly. So if your opponent makes a prediction, you got to be just up close and personal with your minion horde, right? Like, you can't drop your minion horde really far back. You have to drop it pretty close to your opponent's card. So I always have to be hesitant on when I'm cycling it. I'm going to drop my snowball here to finish off the rest of the bats. I will eat a lot of damage from the guards, but I think the magic archer is the bigger threat on the other side. That's a ridiculous amount of damage for him. Oh,
Help me! Help me!
okay, the Dark Prince. The Dark Prince is pretty scary. Wonder if it charges on the guards or the Goblin Barrel. Please charge. Oh, all the goblins died. Every single one of them died. There wasn't a single goblin left standing. That is not what we wanted to see, guys. I'm going to snowball here. I think the magic archer will die. The fireball is coming through. That's not too bad for me. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Hog Rider, and I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel and then a snowball on top of his bats. But first and foremost, I want to go in for the Princess at the River, because it will give me damage, and it's well worth it. All right, he's going to hit me up with a Miner. I'll go for a Minion Horde here. I'm so petrified of dropping in the Minion Horde like that, because I know that the Magic Archer should be able to Shrek me. Okay. Okay. Maybe the Hog Rider is going to do more damage than we deserve. Oh, baby. I need to go for the Goblin Barrel. We need to pray. Because the fireball takes me out. Please give me enough damage, goblins. I know you have it in you. Let's go. Wait, he had Royale delivery and didn't use it the entire game. Are you kidding me right now? Yo, he had Royale delivery from my minion horde. I am so happy I didn't drop that on offense. That would have been the scariest present I would have ever unboxed. When I was playing against the double spawner player, he could just ignore the miner and focus on the Goblin Barrel's guards and princesses with the spells of the log and arrows. If I had had the Hog Rider, I could have guaranteed a lot of tower damage if I was able to sneak on through. If your opponent's got an Inferno tower, you could body block with the minion horde in the middle. If they've got double spawners or other buildings, you can always snipe those with the princesses or the dark goblins. If you keep your opponent's elixir low with the Goblin Barrel and the guards, you don't necessarily have to get damage with them, because you'll be able to break through with the Hog Rider and guarantee the tower. Even though I played against a ton of people with arrows and Royale delivery, the Hog Rider variation stayed strong. So that's why I'm going to be rating this Hog Rider deck an 8.5 out of 10. It was really fun experimenting with these brand new log bait decks, so if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a fat thumbs up on the video. Subscribe for more daily content and have an amazing rest of your day.